Hello friends, welcome to my channel Keep Exploring. In today's topic, we will learn about how to form integers, different forms of integers, that is the application of Euclid's division lemma. So let's start. So first, let's understand what is this lemma. The Euclid's division lemma says, given positive integers a and b, there exist unique integers q and r satisfying a equals to bq plus r, where r is less than b and greater than equals to 0. So that is the division lemma. Okay, that means here we say that if a, so if we divide a by b, if we divide a by b, then there will be a quotient and we'll get a remainder. So we know that whenever we multiply divisor and the quotient and add the remainder, we get the a. So here it is written as a equals to bq plus r, and this r, the condition for r is it is always less than the divisor and greater than equals to 0. That's the simple lemma. So whenever a is being divided by b, then there lies two integers q and r such that whenever you multiply b and q and r, you will get back a. So here integers a and b are taken as positive. Since a and b are positive, our integers q and r also will be positive. So the thing is that if I divide a positive number with another positive number, then definitely the quotient will be also positive, and when we subtract also we'll get a positive number. So here we will consider all as positive integers. A, B, Q and R, everything will be considered as positives. Okay, so let's see the next thing, forms of integers. Now to know more about the Euclid's division lemma, you can get the link in our description box. You can go through that and understand the concept better. So here we'll be seeing the forms of integers now. Now what is forms of integers? Here we'll see how we can write a positive integer in different forms. How an integer can be written in different forms. Okay, using the same division lemma, we'll continue here. So here it says that forms of integers. Now let us consider one integer. Let us take a be a positive integer. Okay, let us take a be a positive integer. Now first, suppose we are dividing a by 2. Just consider we are dividing a by 2. So it can be written like this. So a is the dividend and 2 is the divisor. So when you divide some number by 2, there will be a quotient and there will be a remainder, no doubt. For example, we can take some examples like 15 divided by 2. 2 7s are 14, we get a remainder, right? Or 14 divided by 2. 2 7s are 14, remainder is 0. Fine. So whenever you divide any number by 2, we get a quotient, we get a remainder. Now here we can say that according to our Euclid's division lemma, what it says, a equals to bq plus r. Now what is a here? We have taken a as this is the unknown one, so a is any positive integer. And what is b? B is the divisor. By what we have divided? By 2 we have divided, so it will be 2. And what is the quotient? Quotient also we don't know, that we have taken as q. As per the integer a, the quotient also will change, plus a remainder. So whenever we divide a number a or an integer a by 2, that integer a can be written in the form of 2q plus r. And what is this r? R is less than the divisor, that is 2, and greater than equals to 0. As you can see here, the remainder is always less than 1 or equal to 0, but never greater than the divisor. So either it will be 0 or it will be 1 only. So here, so remainder is 0 or 1, and the dividend is written as a equals to 2q plus r. Now here, depending upon the remainders, so as we said now, the remainder can be 0 or 1. So here what we see now, the remainder can be 0 or 1, but never greater than 2, because we are dividing it by 2, so it will be never equals to 2 or greater than 2. And by seeing the form of this one, a equals to 2q plus r, so we from here what we get, that 2 is the divisor you have to keep a note on that one. When we write a equals to 2q plus r, that means 2 is the divisor. Okay, so let's consider the same way one more example. Now let's consider a as a positive integer and let us divide it by 3. Same thing, we divide 3 and we get a quotient and we get a remainder. So now how we can write? A can be written as 3q plus r. You can see here 3q plus r. So 3 multiplied by q plus r, divisor multiplied by quotient plus remainder, and the condition for r is it should be less than 3 and greater than equals to 0. Same thing, the same concept whatever using in Euclid's division lemma, that same thing we have put here. A equals to bq plus r and r is less than b but greater than equals to 0. So here what we see, when we write something in this form, it is clearly visible that we are dividing by 3. Now the same way here, the r can be 0, it can be 1, it can be 2. 0, 1, 2, but it can be never equals to 3 or greater than 3. So that one you have to keep it in mind. So remainder will be 0, 1 and 2. Next, same way if we divide an integer by 4, so what we get if we divide an integer, so we'll get one quotient, one remainder according to the integer a. So here what we can write, a equals to 4q plus 1 remainder whatever is there, and the remainder will be less than 4 but greater than equals to 0 again. So the same integer I can write in this form also, where 4 is the divisor. So if we divide by 2 we'll get one form, if you divide by 3 we'll get another form, and we divide by 4 like that. So it keeps on changing. So here finally what we can say, just by looking at the form we can know by what we are dividing. So what are the forms we are having? Now a can be written as 2q plus r, 3q plus r, 4q plus r, 5q plus r, and so on, where r depends upon by what we are dividing. So here we are dividing by 2, so r can be 0 or r can be 1. Similarly here r can be 0, it can be 1, it can be 2. Here r can be 0, 1, 2 or even 3. Here r will be 0, 1, 2, 3 up to 4 it can go. So as we said, the minimum is 0 and the maximum cannot be, it will be just less than the divisor. It cannot be equals to the divisor, less than the divisor. Now here we see what are the forms we can get. Now when the remainder is 0, a I can write as 2q plus 0, that is 2q, and when the remainder is 1, so a can be written as 2q plus 1. So 2q and 2q plus 1 are the two forms of the integer a when divided by 2. Similarly, when here now remainder is 0, so I will write a equals to 3q. When remainder is 1, a I will write as 3q plus 1, and when r equals to 2, that is remainder, it becomes 3q plus 2. So in place of r we are just substituting these values. So 3q, 3q plus 1, 3q plus 2 and so on. So here what we see, the different forms of one integer. So a can be 2q, it can be written as 2q plus 1. An integer can be written as 3q, 3q plus 1, 3q plus 2. It can be written as 4q, 4q plus 1, 4q plus 2 and 4q plus 3 and so on. So these are so many forms and integers can be written. So in our questions we have to see which form we will consider so that we get the required result or the required proof to be solved. So accordingly we will take the forms of the integer. Now here we say that whenever we consider this, so we are taking that it is being divided by 2. Whenever we consider this one, so we'll think that we are dividing by 3. And whenever like this, so divided by 4. According to this number indicates the number what we are dividing. So that's the divisor. So now we'll use this one to solve some proofs here. So let's see. So one example is there. So that every integer is of the form 2q and every positive odd integer is of the form 2q plus 1. Now So whenever we get a proof like this, the first and foremost thing we'll see is the form here. So we can see both the forms are either and 2q and 2q plus 1. So here we have to think that how we get 2q or 2q plus 1. Guarantee that number or the integer is being divided by 2. Then only we get 2q or 2q plus 1. So we'll consider here we are dividing it by 2. So let consider an integer. It's a positive. When you say integer, it's a positive integer a. And let us divide it by, is being divided by, we will say here 2. We'll consider 2 because then only we'll get the form 2q or 2q plus 1. So here first thing. So when a is divided by 2, we will use the Euclid's division lemma. So by Euclid's division lemma, what we can say, when a is divided by 2, a equals to 2q plus r, where r is less than 2 and greater than equals to 0. By the division lemma, we can say a equals to 2q plus r, where r is less than 2 but greater than equals to 0. Now we have two cases here. What is the case 1? So the case 1 says when the remainder is 0. So here what is according to this one? So remainder can be 0 or 1. So when remainder is 0, what is that integer becomes? It becomes 2q plus 0, that is 2q. And case 2, when remainder is 1. So when the remainder is 1, a equals to 2q plus 1. So now we have got two forms for the same integer, 2q and another one is 2q plus 1. Now we see that 2q means what? 2 into something. Okay, 2q, q can be anything. Okay, q can be, it's the divide, is the quotient can be anything. Depends upon the number we have taken. So 2 into something, and we know that 2 into something means it is divisible by 2. So 2 into something, that number is always an even number because it is divisible by 2. Because you can see here 2q I can divide by 2 and cancel it. So we get q. So it is an even number. But here we see that if I try to cancel 2q plus 1 by 2, means you want to divide by 2, so 2q will be divided by 2 plus 1 by 2. So this one can be divisible, but this part is never divisible. So here that we know that if a number or integer is not divisible by 2, then it's an odd number. Hence proof. So you can see here every positive even integer is of the form 2q, and every positive odd integer is in the form 2q plus 1. So even positive, or you can say only even integer, is of the form 2q, and odd integer is of the form 2q plus 1. So it is clear from the thing, from the form, that 2q, because it is divisible by 2, that's why it is an even. I can divide 2q by 2, that's why it is even. But 2q plus 1 by 2 I could not do, because this one is divisible but this one is not at all divisible by 2 here. So that becomes odd. That's the simple logic, we have to use it. Let's say one more example. Here it says that show that any positive integer is of the form 4q plus 1 or 4q plus 3, where q is some integer. So when q is some integer, we will consider it as positive. As discussed earlier, positive divided by another positive will give a positive answer only. So here we say that first and foremost thing we'll see what is the form here. The form is 4q plus 1 or 4q plus 3. That means the number is being divided by 4. We'll consider that. So let the positive integer be, let a positive integer be a, is being divided by, so as per our form, divided by 4. So by Euclid's division lemma, okay, by Euclid's division lemma, what we'll get? So a is divided by 4. So when a is divided by 4, a can be written as bq plus r, that one you know. So instead of bq, b, so instead of b, what we will write? We'll put here 4q, where r is less than 4 and greater than equals to 0. So here the same thing we have written. a equals to 4q plus r. So this is the form of an integer when divided by 4. So any integer can be of this form. So we have already discussed the forms of integers. So we can write any positive integer in this form, where now here r equals to 0, 1, 2 or 3. Okay, so we have got 4 cases now. So case 1, we have a remainder as 0. So if remainder is 0, a equals to 4q plus 0, that is 4q. And next, when remainder is 1, a is 4q plus 1. And when remainder is 2, a is 4q plus 2. And the next one, when remainder is 3, a equals to 4q plus 3. So these are the 4 forms you will get according to the remainders. Now here you have to see, show that any positive odd integer is the form this one. That means you have to show that this 4q plus 1 and 4q plus 3 are odd integers. So how we know odd or even? Simple logic, even numbers are divisible by 2, odd numbers are not divisible by 2. Now you can see here 4q. Let us try 4q. Let us divide 4q by 2. We'll see it is divisible or not. We can easily see. We get it? Over. So how we know it is divisible? Say simple thing. There will be, the denominator will be 1. If the denominator comes 1, then it is divisible. Simple logic. Now 4q plus 1. So let's divide. So this is one even. Okay. So when we take now 4q plus 1. Now when we divide 4q plus 1 by 2, this 4q will be divisible. But 1 will not be divisible because we get 1 by 2 then. So still we are left out with 1 by 2. So here it will be written as 4q by 2 plus 1 by 2. This is solved. This is an even one. But this is not solved, so means we are not able to divide it by 2. So this is an odd. Now 4q plus 2. Both are divisible by 2. So this is an even. 4q plus 3. This is divisible by 2. But this one is not divisible by 2. We are getting 3 by 2. So it's an odd one. So finally what we get, let us write it a bit in a easy way so that it is understandable. So only thing you have to say that the numbers if are divisible by 2 or are multiples of 2, then it is a even number. If they are not divisible by 2, then it will be an odd number. Okay, so let's see here. So what are the 4 cases? One is a is 4q, another one is a is 4q plus 1, another one is a is 4q plus 2, another one, the last one is 4q plus 3 according to the remainders. So first thing 4q. Now we have seen 4q is divided by 2, so it is an even. Next 4q plus 1 by 2 when we did, so what we get? So 4q will be divisible by 2, but this 1 will not be divisible by 2. As you can see here, 4q is divisible by 2 plus 1 is not divisible by 2. So this is not divisible by 2. So this one is considered as a odd. The same thing now for the next one, 4q plus 2. So when you take 4q plus 2 here, so let me clean it. So when you take 4q plus 2, so 4q plus 2 will be divisible by 2. As we have seen, 4q plus 2 will be divisible by 2 because 4q is a even integer and 2 is also even. So 4q and both 2 are divisible by 2. So we get an even. Or we can say from 4q plus 2, I can take 2 common out. We get 2 into something. So 2 into something is always an even. But the last one, 4q plus 3. So from 4q I can take 2 common, but from 3 I cannot take 2 as common. Since I cannot take 2 as common, this one remains odd. Hence, it is proved that every positive odd integer is written in the form 4q plus 1 or 4q plus 3. Hope you like this video. To get more such videos, please subscribe my channel. Keep exploring. Thank you.